What up, yo? What's good, man? Double bang, man. Two bang. Bang, bang, nine again. We in here. Jersey Nine. What's good? Uh-oh. So, word is going around. That 5003 track is about to drop. I don't know exactly when. I didn't see the details. I ain't really check it out yet. I just saw that it was a possibility that it's about to drop, man. So we already know what that's going to be. It's about to be straight flames. Carlos, what up, bro? Yeah, I know it's a little bit clearer. Like I had to get a new phone and everything. Crazy weekend, crazy week, really, man. Every day runs together. Like when you don't really sleep like that, and you just got so much going on. Yeah, it bees like that sometimes. But so yeah, man, I had to get a new phone. Y'all saw my joint. Yeah, this is the back of LA. You already know. But yeah, so word is, man. Word is 5003 is about to drop. So you already know we about to hear bars that we didn't get a chance to hear at the lockdown event. And man, it ain't no question whether this is gonna be fire or not. We already know that. And Ars retired again from battle rap. He says, we'll see. But there's no doubt in my mind that there will be a response. I do think that he's smarter than Goods in that way. Where I do believe that Cass sends shots, that Ars gonna send shots back, and try to, continue to ride the wave. Yes, sir, man. It was good, bro. Thank you. I'm trying. I got to make up for, not being around for a few days. I already don't get to, kick it with y'all as often as I want to. Life is just crazy, B. Life is crazy. Like if y'all knew my work schedule, if you just knew my life, you'll be like, bro, how do you sneak blogs in at all? Yeah, that's right. Because sleep is for rich people. That's how. But yeah, so 5003 man, it's like I said, we know what it's about to be. We know what it's about to be on all sides. First of all, we know the track is about to be flames. That's what this dude does. He is the battle rap energy. He brought the battle rap energy to mainstream hip hop. He kept that fire lit and going, man, for a long time. So that's what I'm saying about, one of the things that I like to try to keep making people aware of. The fact that I know I'm just a Cassidy stan. I know that, right? Whatever, yo. I know I'm just a fanboy. Whatever. But, man, this is what the dude has been doing. So, again, man, I'll never argue opinions with y'all. Y'all can say he's trash. You can say he's whack. You can say he's dated. You can't explain it. You can't explain what you mean by dated. And I've tried. I've asked everybody who's repeated that garbage. Thank you, man. Who I have winning what? Who do I have winning what? Some upcoming battles that got announced. You talking about the lockdown? You talking about Ars vs. Cass? Man, that's tough, bro, because Cass won the battle, but it was just, it wasn't what I wanted to see, man. I gotta just be real with you. Yeah, that track is about to be, come on, bro. Y'all know that this is what this dude does, man. This is a layup for him. Not even a layup, really. It's like I can't even describe what it is for real. This is what this dude does. He's had the battle rap energy in mainstream hip hop since he came in the door. So, and we see the energy that actual battle rap has had since he stepped in. Look at what this dude's presence has done, yo. Like for real. Take a step back, right? Let's say you're from the outside looking in. You're not a hip hop fan. You're not a battle rap fan or anything like that. But you witness everything that is going on inside and out. This dude turned everything upside down. He got people beefing, going to war. Look, I'm a Mary J type of dude. Like no more drama, man. I was on my no more drama for a long time. But it's people that make you just. In the past month, yo, I never wanted to smack this many people so bad in my life. But a lot of that is just surrounding the energy that's just been out here, surrounding this battle. Like, yeah, exactly, bro. They can't articulate dated because you know what it is? They heard somebody else say it, it sounded cool, and it became the new thing. That's the battle rap temperature, man. That's what battle rap has been for a while now, bro. That's what it's been for a while. Somebody says or does something that people think is dope, and people just start repeating it and repeating it. That's what happened with delusional. Oh, he's delusional. And people repeating that garbage don't even know or understand the meaning of that word. Oh, here I go being smart again. Let me stop being intelligent. Because that's obviously a problem, yo. What a backwards society, bro. What a backwards society, man. And it's been like this in our community for a long time. You know, back in the late 80s, early 90s, brothers would be going to school. They got their book bags. It's the OG, like the older dudes, the older kids who dropped out or whatever. They'd be slapping kids' books out of their hand and grabbing their book bags off. And if you smart, you all types of, oh, you look at your weenie, ha. Like, just so backwards. But whatever, man, off that. But yeah, nah, this is what this dude does, man. Cass is Cass, man. So this track, you already know what it's about to be. You know it's about to be flames. You know that. But we also know what's going to come from it as well. We also know the accusations that are going to come from it. Because we read this book before already. We've seen this movie before already. Oh, he did that because he lost. Oh, okay, man, whatever. Forget the fact that he did the same thing with the Diz battle. Forget the fact that this dude been bombing on people on wax for years and years and years. That's the energy that he's always had, man. That's what he brought to it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The people who try to deny his impact on battle rap, have we ever seen battle rap what it is right now? We've seen drama within battle rap. We've seen a bunch of feminine activity. We've seen brothers acting like females in battle rap. But have we ever seen it to this magnitude? Ever. This is such a polarizing issue. It's just so big. Like, people's emotions are involved in this. I don't understand it, but it's what it is. But the energy just overall, man, look. You hear what I'm saying in this, right? And you heard what I said in blogs before. I believe that Cass won the battle. It wasn't the way I wanted it to go. I was looking for a completely different Cass to show up. And I shared this in a live that I did, what was it, last week, 2 weeks ago? I figured out the best way to articulate exactly what I mean and what I meant from the time I started, speaking about the battle. I want that Cass that was running around with double R and full surface, babe. The Cass that was, because with Rough Riders, you had to be clipped up at all times. It could go down. You could be those brothers could be going out to grab a bite to eat, bro, from McDonald's or a fancy restaurant, anything in between. And it could be brothers outside rapping. It could be, they could run into another camp, Rockefeller, whoever, they could run into other people. And you had to have your bars ready, man. You had to be ready to go at all times. And you couldn't get in there playing with nobody. So, that's why I always think it's funny when I hear the battle rap media titans nowadays talking about, oh, that's not real battle rap. That's not real. So what those brothers were doing wasn't real battle rap. That's more real battle rap than what we're seeing now. Like the whole gossiping, you want to research people and you want to go on their social media and you got to investigate. You want to go find their old yearbooks and talk to people and be texting people. And yo, fam, people were reaching out to exes and trannies and just all of this stuff, trying to get information. Like Disaster said in his battle, oh, I talked to Ab, he told me the whole thing. And that was a lie, by the way. Diz ain't never talked to no AR Ab. He watched the same old blogs or he watched the same old YouTube videos that we say, exactly, PIs, man, private investigators. And that's cool, yo. That's an element of battle rap, personals. I understand that because nowadays it's not on site anymore. So these brothers signing contracts and they have 6-8 weeks to write for this dude. So I do understand you definitely want to attack it. You want to attack your opponent. I understand that. That's cool. But to what level and what degree? To what level and what degree? It's like if you don't have what they call personals, then that's not real battle rap, they say. That's not real battle rap. So you have to have personals and I use examples like one of my favorite battles ever, B Magic versus Khan. B Magic went bananas, bro. He killed Khan. 3 rounds of just drama, yo. 3 rounds of drama. Magic killed Kanye. He wasn't all in his, high school yearbook talking to his exes and, going to interviewing people at these old jobs. He wasn't doing all of that. Dude came with bars and just barred this dude's head off. That's battle rap. Now, is the personals and all that, is that battle rap too? Yes. Yes, that's part of it. But if you're saying that the personals, if you can come with just personals and it's the personal information that counts and what you can dig up and what you can find is what counts, you don't have to put it in a creative way. You don't have to put the bars together. It's not about how you say it or anything like that. Just simply bringing it up, and because it's a personal, you get points for that, and you can win or lose a battle off that alone. I just disagree with it, and that's why I say, and that's why I really feel this way, man. I'm part of the real battle rap community. So from the late 70s and the early 80s, starting in the park, to now, the type of battle rap I like can work and is the essence of what battle rap should be in every single era, in every era. But what these brothers are saying, like I said, I mentioned it yesterday on the blog where I was talking about, DME did a live, and that was the joint that Battle Truth was on. So, before Battle Truth came on, DME was talking and he was saying some things, some stuff I agree with, some stuff I disagree with. So he was kind of mocking the real BRC and how we say it's about bars, and mocking Cass and about how we feel about how important bars are. And it's like, yo, how is that even something to mock, bro? How is that something to mock? How are you not on the same page? That's what I've been saying it and saying it and saying it. And it's just like, if I got a nickel for every time I've had to repeat myself, it's like crazy. How are any of y'all opposed to this? I genuinely don't understand it. I don't get it. Is it the connection? Is it the source that it's coming from? Is it because it's coming from, Cass, or coming from individuals who also support Cass? Is that the deal? Or is it really bars is just, come on, man, bars is old, and that's back in the early 2000s. That's when bars met. Nah, bro. How have we been getting pushback on this issue? And nah, you can't. This is what people try to do. They try to go with these generalizations and everything, talking about, oh, so you're saying it's just all about bars and nothing else. No, I never said that in my life. Never. So they try to sensationalize it to exaggerate everything, because if they can sensationalize it in a way where they can say, yeah, they say it's just all about bars and nothing else, of course that can leave brothers open to be ridiculed, mocked, or whatever, because that's like discounting some things that other brothers can do, as far as like a Hitman Holla who can perform very well, to the point where his bars ain't all of that, but his delivery makes it seem, or makes it sound hot. And yes, you can get points for performing, no doubt. You can definitely get points for performing, and you can also lose points for performance or lack of performance, definitely. But to say that that's more important than the bars, then what are we doing? Like, go start some other type of league or something, and go start some other type of genre where it's just drop the rap part of it and just call it, yo, we're gonna battle. Battle how? Okay, yeah, we're gonna battle. So we're gonna do some rapping, we're gonna dance, we gotta wiggle, and yeah, it's a certain way we gotta breathe. Then we gotta look. It's like to see how we're gonna have a staring contest, and then we're gonna out tough each other. Cause yeah, whoever's the toughest is gonna win the battle. So if in a battle rap on stage with security and everything there, and not really being a threat. So if I give you a noogie and you don't power bomb me, then I win the battle. Like, okay, yeah, do that then. Go that route. But as far as battle rap goes, man, keep the rap in battle rap, man. Y'all already took it out of the industry. It's because of y'all. And all this time, I've been blaming young folks. I've been blaming the younger generation for this old weirdo stuff that I'm seeing on television and hearing on the radio. I turned into my parents, like I turned into my pop. I turned into the older generation. I'll be with my little cousins or, my godson or something, and they doing these new dances, and they got these, oh, yo, Uncle Trey, put on such and such song. I put it on, they got a dance to go with it. And I'm like, fam, what are they even saying? Like, you don't even understand what they saying, bro. So I definitely turned into my father. How can you dance to something you don't even understand what they're saying? All I understand are the cuss words. That's it. Just like my pop in the older generation. Then I gotta hit him with the whole, yeah, man, in my day, back in my time. So yeah, but all this time I've been blaming them. And here we have dudes that are older than I am who are subscribing to this nonsense, yo. This nonsense, this nonsensical belief system. Yeah, I said it, man, because that's how I feel. So yeah, like I was saying, DME in that blog, he was mocking people like me. He was mocking like the real BRC for our stance on bars, mocking us. Like and it wasn't even on some like that was the first time. No, that's a running gag, like it's a running joke. And so it must be something that's talked about often on his channel, where brothers laugh like, oh yeah, because it's all about bars. Yeah, man, why? Come on, bro, battle rap. So then that's when he starts saying battle rap, y'all. It's battle rap, guys. Talking about how you have to attack your opponent. And yes, that's true. I definitely want to see opponents being attacked. So that takes me back to where I started as far as the cast that I wanted to see hop in that ring. Cast, man, I know you're a technician, bro. Yo, you surgical with it. For real, you surgical with the pen. When you really break down Cass's raps, like his freestyles, battles, just all of that, his songs, when you break it down, it's surgical. The way it's put together, the way it's structured, not anybody can do that. Not anybody has the talent to do that. Not anybody has the eye to do that. And it's dope, man. I appreciate that. I like it. I enjoy it. I rock with it. I support it even. But in a battle rap, I wanted that Rough Riders, that Rough Riders era, man. Like I said, when Cass is running around with the Rough Riders, and just in that era when he's with Swiss or whoever, you had to be ready. You had to be ready to go at any time because you never knew who you were going to run into or anything like that. And it was on site, so it wasn't this situation where you got 6 months to prepare for something. It was really about, okay, I'm going to spit, then you're going to spit, and I'm going to spit, and you're going to spit. It wasn't none of this 3 round, even the 5 round stuff. 5 rounds was early on. And right now, could you imagine if these brothers had to do 5 round battles? I don't even think the fans would allow that for real, just because of everybody's attention span. It's crazy. It's crazy. But back then, there wasn't no such thing as, oh, we're going to do 3 rounds each. You got 90 seconds. It wasn't none of that. Nah, bro, you get busy. Whatever you got in your clip, you go, I go. And the whole point was you trying to bite this dude's head off. But you were doing it with rhymes. You're doing it with rhymes. So one of the things DME was saying, he was talking about, yeah, battle rap, battle. So he's talking about the battle aspect, but mocking the rap aspect. And it's like, fam, like, how is that not clicking? Like, how are you not seeing it, bro? And like I said, man, I was blaming all the young kids, this younger generation, for where hip-hop is, but it's y'all. Y'all the ones doing it because you're trying to do it to battle rap right now. For what? I don't know. For what? I don't know. All I can really think of, well, I already shared this. I shared a lot about this before already. But a lot of the brothers, man, the titans, whether it's the media titans, whether it's the battle rappers themselves, this is where they can eat, y'all. They try to eat other places. They try to get record deals. They try to get signed. They try to just drop mixtapes on Dat Piff. They tried to sell. They tried to break into the industry. They tried to go independent. They tried to do all these things and failed at it. So they get into battle rap and they can make a little name for themselves. So they don't want to mess up that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So their whole thing is, well, with these changes that people are trying to make, if it goes back to what it was, then we're not going to be able to eat anymore. This is how we could eat in the first place because of what we turned this into. And that goes for the media as well, man. A lot of these people, they tried other things. They tried to blog about other stuff or whatever. They covered other things, from tech to comedy. And it was about getting famous. It was about getting views. It was about subscribers. And we see what happens when that's the case. When it's all about the views and the subs and, whatever, then people are willing to do and say anything to get those. Integrity's not up there. But since a lot of these brothers couldn't eat, they finally got into their niche, man. They got into their niche, and now it's like they can eat. So they don't want to disturb that. You start opening the door for for these industry artists and celebrities to start coming in here, who do you think are the first to go? Who's the first to go? Who's the first to stop getting booked? When cards start having a bunch of industry artists and celebrities on them, who's not getting booked anymore? The PGs and the mid tiers, they out of there. Then the top tiers, they're not going to be able to continue to ask for a certain amount of money unless they're the ones going or hopping in the ring with the industry dudes. And even with that, they're going to have to watch these industry dudes come in and make a whole lot more money to battle them in something where they feel like, man, we built this, not them. They shouldn't be able to come. So that's where a lot of the hate came from in the first place. People who just, it was envy, y'all. I mean, it's sad to say that because we're talking about grown people, but I'm about to just scratch that anyways, talking about grown people. It's not a whole lot of grown adult behavior going on in this thing, yo. I don't understand it, bro. When did men start moving like not men, yo? It's despicable. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I've never seen anything like this in my life, yo. Grown adults acting like teenagers and females. It's disgusting. So, again, man, so to all the people who, oh, Cassidy didn't have any impact, oh, nobody cares, look at what he's done. He's turned this thing upside down. Look at all of the drama and the problems that have come just because of this dude. Look at how often his name is in the media. And despite what people will try to have you believe, it ain't just his supporters that's talking about him. It's the very people saying that he's not a factor are constantly talking about him. More than the people who are saying, yeah, he is a factor. More than that, more than them, more than us. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they don't even see that. But they think because, well, when we talk about him, we're trashing him. When we talk about him, it's negative. When we talk about him, it's to say that he doesn't belong here. Well, you're validating him with every blog you do, with every word you say. You're talking about him more than you're talking about the people you say that you like and support. You cover him more than you cover any of them, even though it's negative. And I shared this with y'all before. There is no inherent difference between love and hate at all. It's still an emotion. It's still energy being placed into something or somebody. Same exact thing. The opposite of love ain't hate. The opposite of love in this context is indifference. Indifference is when you don't care. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship or a marriage or whatever and you break up or get a divorce. The most hurtful thing that a dude can do after a breakup or a divorce is to not be checking out her social media, to not care about who she's dating, to not talk to her, to not text, nothing like that, to just forget she exists. You want to hurt her the most, and it's not even about wanting to hurt her, but it's just, look, when I'm done with something, I'm done. Like, for what? For what? What's the point? Why am I going to, I don't care who she's dating. I'm not with her no more. Don't come reporting nothing to me. I don't care if she's having sex with somebody on the roof of a moving vehicle. Whatever. It's her business, not mine. So it's indifference. Indifference meaning, man, I don't care. Now, can y'all imagine all of these brothers, these grown adult men saying that they don't care about Cassidy or he's not a factor or whatever? Can you imagine if, with the resolution first and then with the lockdown, if those brothers who say that they don't like him or support him and say he's not a factor, could you imagine if they didn't cover him at all? If they just didn't say anything? No blogs, no posts, no debates back and forth, no getting angry with people who support him or people who think he's dope, none of that. Can you imagine if that was to happen? Their hatred sold more tickets. Their hatred sold more pay-per-views. Their hatred got him rebooked right after the first time he got booked. And it's going to continue to happen. He's going to get booked again. When he drops his 5,000 3-0, guess what people are going to be talking about? The 5,000 3-0. Positive or negative. Oh, he only did that because he lost. Look at the Source magazine. Source is the gospel. Source is the Bible. Man, what is Source? Who cares? Who wrote that? Who wrote that? They said he lost the goods. So what? He didn't. I don't see how you can even count that as luck. But if you do, more power to you. Just look at, I would rather be the loser in that situation then. Real talk, I'd rather get another battle, making another 6 figures after that, on a card that I'm headlining, but everybody talking about me. Even with the resolution, nobody was talking about how Goods won the battle. Everybody who, even the people who felt like Goods won, they weren't saying Goods won. They were saying Cassidy lost because that's the important part to them. Had nothing to do with Goods, his bars, or nothing like that. You could remove Goods rounds from that battle, and the reaction would have been the same. They would have been saying the same exact thing. Oh, Goods beat him. Because it's not like they were even quoting his rhymes anyways. Oh, and to address, so yesterday when I dropped my joint, there was an individual who left a comment. I don't even know this person, but he was talking about, because I had mentioned how y'all accused me of being a Cassidy stan, groupie, fanboy, and blah, blah, blah. So I was talking about the portrait that Battle Truth painted of me as though I'm really just on some, oh, he changed after Cassidy came around. Changed how, whatever. But I was just sharing that I understand that even more from subscribers, from fans, from people who never had any interaction with me prior to my channel. But coming from somebody that knew me and somebody who had hours upon hours of debates, the same type of debates about other rappers. From, I named it, man, Sue Surf. Sue Surf was the first one he was shooting at when he came in. So we had our debates about him, and I was saying the same stuff. But even more so when it comes to guys like Serious Jones and Joe Budden. When Joe Budden was about to battle Hollow, you know, he was doing a whole bunch of blogs about Joe Budden, and he's trash, and nah, he's not even, he's whack. Nobody cares about him. He never accomplished nothing. He had that one song that was a hit, and that's, first of all, that's a lie. That's a lie, number one. Because to Pump It Up, yeah, that was big. It was on ESPN. They still play it in sports arenas and all of that, but he had that song Fire, still playing in sports arenas. He got songs with Slaughterhouse, just a whole bunch of stuff. So that's number one. But then number two, so album sales determine who's dope and who's not? Is that how you determine whether somebody is skilled, or how skilled somebody is how many albums they sell? Because he was being compared to, well, you look at like a Lil Wayne and a Jay-Z. And yeah, well, those are few and far between. But with a guy like Joe Budden, he's never been a mainstream type of rapper. Because he could have dumbed his music down. He could have just been making, you know, booty shaking music and all of that, the down south wave, when they was, what they was doing with strip clubs and just all of that. He could have done that. But he decided, he made the conscious decision to stand on bars, to say, nah, man, this is hip hop. This is something that I love. I'm not letting y'all do this to me. So he didn't dumb his stuff down. He didn't conform to what they wanted him to do and be. So yeah, he didn't have the level of mainstream success of a Lil Wayne or a Jay-Z. But not too many people have that anyways, like a Drake. But as far as dope he is, man, that's not predicated upon how many albums he sells or how many songs you got on the radio right now. Nah, nope. So, yeah, so I can just go down the list, man. So there were so many people. It ain't just Cassidy, man. It wasn't just Cassidy. So, again, to the subscribers, man, y'all ain't know me. Y'all just, you know, tuning in. I just started my channel in March. So y'all ain't privy to that information. You should, just by the way that I speak, you should know by now that I'm about principalities, man. Like Big Perm said, it's principles, man. It's about principalities. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, so, you know, that's going to be the narrative. That's going to be the narrative. That's what these people do. So, again, they're free to have their opinions. I'm with that. Tell me he's trash. Tell me that was the worst battle in the world. Tell me that Arsenal scraped them 3-zip. Tell me all of that. I don't care. It doesn't sway what I feel about it. So the people who try to make it seem like he did worse than the way I feel, and the people who try to make it seem like he did better than what I feel, none of them can change the way I feel, because I watched it and broke it down myself. I know what I wanted to see. I know what I was comparing it to. 9.5. I'm comparing it to his best stuff. You know what I was thinking about doing? He got some of the dopest, like, freestyles and all of that of all time. So I was thinking about just grabbing a couple of those joints and rapping them, but in battle rap form and not to a beat. And y'all will see what I'm talking about. And some of them are newer Johns, but some are from 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And if I spit one of those right now in front of one of these battle rappers, if he spit one of them right now, like if nobody never heard it and he spit that in somebody's face, they dead. They are dead, man. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Yeah, I said it. As a matter of fact, D-E double D, man. D-E double D, dead. So, yeah, man. But yep, so 5,003-0, we about to hear it. So Art said he retired from battle rap. Is that the fourth, fifth time? I don't even remember how many. It was a whole lot of them though, but we'll see. We'll see if he's really retiring. But yeah, I think he's going to capitalize better than Goods. What the Goods get and what the Goods do after that opportunity he was given. Like I said, man, the Source magazine said that he won the battle and everything, but nobody even reads the Source anymore. Like it took for people in his camp and people who was like people who don't like Cass, it took for them to dig that article up or that post or Instagram, whatever it was. Nobody reads the Source anymore. I don't even know if they come on the shelves anymore. They probably don't. But, you know, so a lot of it is probably online. Can any of y'all name a single writer from the Source? Just one? Just one. No, you can't. Exactly. The Source is still around? Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, you know, people hanging their hat on that. Who cares about the Source, dog? The Source went downhill when he started, when Ray Benzino started beefing with M, and that was like 25 years ago. That was wild long ago. Let me not say 25. Nah, it wasn't that long. 20 maybe? Like 20 years ago. And it's been downhill ever since. So, yeah. But yeah, man, that's what we got to deal with. We have to deal with just this nonsensical belief system, bro. Full of a bunch of slogans and empty slogans, by the way. Empty slogans. What's good? Word, exactly. 2002 or so, somewhere around there. Nobody cares about the Source, bro. Is Benzino still even involved with it? I should go look it up after that, but that's what I'm saying. So he's in the Source. He's cited in the Source as having beaten Cassidy. He's laughing on blogs with Gilly, who's more famous for blogging than he ever was for rapping, even with being being Wayne's ghostwriter and all of that. That's the thorn in Gilly's side, Joe. That's the thorn in his side and why he moves the way he moves. What started that whole situation between him and Cass was when Cass was lit from Philly and he was in Philly being interviewed. Exactly, bro. Who can't laugh at Benzino? You got to. Ray Benzino, he look like I ain't even gonna disrespect a pit bull like that, but I don't even know if Benzino's still involved with it. But yeah, so there's this misconception that people from the BRC have, at least from me and my perspective of what the real BRC is. The real BRC, even with the title, that was never meant as any type of, that wasn't meant to send in shots at the regular battle rap fans. That wasn't meant to saying, oh, you guys don't know anything about battle. That was never meant like that at all. When I say the real BRC, again, the real battle rap community, what is real battle rap? Real battle rap to me is the essence of battle rap, which is rap. Like I said, bro, I don't even know why we have to waste so much of our time explaining exactly what it is that even means. We're talking about battle rap. How is it that battle rap is not primary? I mean, how is it that rap is not primary in battle rap? I don't get it. I don't get it. And like I said, man, it's just a bunch of little cute, empty slogans. Well, he's delusional. Okay, whatever. What does that mean? Do you know what that word means? No, you don't, because the way you're using it is clear that you don't know what it means. But you heard somebody else say it sounds good or whatever. And then you have, oh, this is not a rapping contest, guys. This is not a rap. This is a rap battle, not a rapping contest. This is a rap battle, not a rapping competition. And it was bad enough that it was said. It was bad enough that somebody said that garbage. What's worse is that grown individuals who claim to have their own minds and claim to be intelligent to any degree Grown people heard that and they jumped right into the comments like, oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I never thought about that. You know why you never thought about that? Because the imbecile who said it didn't think about it before he said it. That's retarded. Battle rap is very literally a rapping competition. It's a contest, a rapping contest. Oh, well, you know what he means, though. Yeah, I know what he means, which makes it worse. That makes it worse, not better. So, yeah, man, it's just sad, bro. It's sad. So, delivery, performance are very, very important. That's all part of the package. But at the end of the day, what's wrapped in that package? What's wrapped in the package is supposed to be bars. It's supposed to be, what was the point? What's the point of battle rap, yo? Honest question. What is the point of battle rap? That's the question that I want to ask. So DM me if you're watching. What's the point of battle rap to you? And then the next question I want to ask is, has that always been the point of battle rap? Or is that something that just started, it started kind of being the point of battle rap more recently? I can answer honestly and very clearly from my perspective. The point of battle rap from the beginning was to prove, I'm better than you at this. I'm better. I'm a better rapper than you. I'm the best. I can put words together better than you can. That was the point from the beginning, which is, if that wasn't the point, then there would be no such thing as on-site battles. That wouldn't exist, because every time would be, well, I can't battle this guy because I don't know him. Let me find out about him first. Let me figure him out first. Let me find out all the gossip. That's what y'all turning this into, B. When you're talking about, hold on, let me see. When was the exact date it changed is my question, since they act like battle rap always been about the performing arts. Man, I wish I should have screenshotted that joint right there. Yo, when this joint uploads, after I'm done going live and this uploads, do me a favor, man. Write that in the comments of that, and I'm gonna pin that, because that's you hit the nail on the head, bro. Exactly. When did it change? That's what you have to ask. But they can't answer those questions. They can't, and they won't. They'll try to change the subject. They'll dance around it. They won't address it. What they'll do is they'll change the subject by, once again, pointing to, oh, he's just saying it because this is all about Cassidy, see? Nah, bro, it's not just about him. Y'all have heard me say, y'all know who I want to see in this ring. Y'all know who my guy is, man. The dog. X. Listen, X is out. He's healthy and everything, too. And I don't see nobody standing in front of that guy. It's a war of words that rhyme. Whoever has the better rhymes wins. Trey Mack, thank you. Now, why is that such a hard concept? You know why? You know why? Because 75 to 80% of the battle rappers right now, including the majority of their favorites, they can't live up to that, bro. Word up. They can't live up to that. They tried. That's what I'm saying. All of these dudes, they rapped for the same executives that the industry artists rap for. They contacted the same labels. They sent their demos to the same executives, to the same producers and all of that. They tried to go the same exact route. It didn't work out. On some Magic Johnson, like, they got no looks. No looks. They weren't nice enough. They weren't good enough at putting those words together and or presenting that package. Where was all of that? They put their mixtapes on the same exact websites, DatPiff and WorldStar, just all of that. They put their songs and mixtapes on the same MySpace pages and DatPiff. They did everything that the industry artists did. They just failed. Nobody cared about it. They weren't good at it. So they had to figure something else out. And they found out that there's a community of people. Okay, man, if I wiggle my hips 3 times in the middle of the third, and then I say something about your mom, yeah, yo, the crowd goes crazy. So you know what happened? When they saw that first dude do it, and props to the first dude who came up with it, created it and all of that, and got the huge reaction. When they saw that reaction from the first dude, that's when everybody started doing it. Then it got to the point where it became standard. Like you hear Sue Surf. You heard Sue Surf talking about, oh yeah, I didn't hear one bow sound. I didn't see him do one gun fingers motion. He didn't do no, he was talking about Ness when he said this. He didn't do one name flip. What? So you telling me that there has to be name flips now? Because the first person that did name flips, it was crazy, got a crazy reaction. Then all of these battle rappers have different names, so you can flip so many different names. But now it's to the point where that's standard, like that has to be in battle rap. So if there's no name flips, then what's good, Rodney? What up? So if there's no name flips, that's not battle rap. Oh, he didn't say any personals. No personals. Personals. Y'all gossip queens like that, B. Y'all want personals for the sake of personals, and that's the problem I'm having. So in a battle rap, yeah, man, you're supposed to attack your opponent. I'm with that. Personals and all of that, but not personals for the sake of personals. Not personals just to say that you got personal with the dude. Personals that go toward this person's character that you're supposed to be breaking down. But again, number one, first and foremost, you're supposed to be breaking him down lyrically. So simply just bringing up a personal is not enough. It's not enough. Maybe it is for y'all. Maybe it is. So this is what I'm saying. This is the argument we've been having. I'm not even going to talk about the resolution card because that's already done. That's just a wrap. That wasn't even close. Oh yeah, so I forgot to talk about what the dude said yesterday on my joint. So when I was breaking that down, he's like, so what? Because I was talking about, nah, man, it's just, so I was speaking out against the hate. It had nothing to do with the person. It's all about the principle of the matter. And I was talking about all the different people who, you know, were receiving hate, and I had gotten into debates or conversations with Battle Truth about it. So for him to try to say, oh, it's just Cass and all of that, whatever. So he's like, well, what about all the goods hate? So my question to you, my bro, I forget who it was. So, you know, it's not a regular, so it's not somebody that I'm normally used to seeing. But what goods hate? What exact goods hate are you talking about that I was supposed to defend? What did people say about goods that's hate, or that was hate, that qualifies as that? What was it? Because I didn't hear it. Y'all heard me say I don't like Goods as a battle rapper. I think he's butt cheek dust, yo. I think he's dumpster can juice, for real. You know why? Because he can't rap. Like, the dude can't rap. He can't rap. Go listen to his joint with Swiss Beats. I'm going to try to get that joint as many views as possible because I definitely rock with Swiss. But go listen to Wiggly Gunhead, word. That's enough to win battles, Frequent Flyer, what up? Exactly, Goods is butt cheek dust, dog. So that ain't hate. Hate would be hate, and I described this and I said this with Cass too. So all of y'all people that say, oh, Cassidy's trash and you just want me to say that he's good. No, I don't. I don't care if you say he's good. You can feel that he's trash. You can believe that he's trash. You can say it. You can scream it from the mountaintops. I don't care about your opinion. What I addressed is the facts. You're saying that he didn't never have no impact on battle rap and he's not a factor in battle rap. And life suggests otherwise. The fact that y'all here with me right now suggests otherwise. All of y'all brothers saying he's irrelevant. How is he irrelevant when every day you're watching blogs about him? Blogs by people that you can't stand, who support him, and you don't like him. You don't even like the dude, but you watch blogs about him every single day. You watch blogs about him, or you make blogs about him, or you commenting on blogs about him. That's irrelevant to you? What world do you live in? What is your definition of irrelevant? In my world, in the world that I live in, that is the very literal definition of what relevant is. If you don't care that Jimmy cracked corn, why are you walking around singing a song about it? That's the way I feel. Oh, he's irrelevant, but you talk about him every day. And if you don't talk about him every day, you listen about him every day. You comment about him every day. You have to try to change people. You have to try to stop people from saying that, oh yeah, he's dope. If you don't want him to be a factor in battle rap, start with yourself. So like I said, so all the people who have been speaking against him and all of that from the beginning, right? Going all the way back to the resolution earlier this year. Imagine if Those people who can't stand him and who say he's irrelevant, can you imagine if they just never talked about him at all? They never got into a debate about him. They never clicked on any of our videos about him. They never shot their own videos about him. They didn't promote the battle. They didn't watch the battle and buy it. They didn't go to the battle and they didn't recap the battle. Can you imagine that? That's what you do when somebody's irrelevant. That's what you do when somebody's irrelevant. And we know that because there's a whole lot of battle rappers who aren't being talked about. How you doing? There's battle rappers right now who got battles coming up and everything. You haven't heard word one about it. That's irrelevant to me. That's irrelevant. Speaking of, like I said, so to the individuals who said that Goods won, what did he do afterwards? Like I said, he had his interview on This Is 50. He laughed with Gillie, and Gillie's a snake anyways, though he been a snake. I honestly, when I was at that battle, yo, and I was on the stage, I saw Gillie there. Because Gillie, he got on the stage early, so he got there a few battles before the main event. But surely I'm thinking that when Cass came up, my first initial thought was that Gillie was going to try to do something goofy for real. Like, because there was a lot of people there and there was cameras there, I thought he was going to try to say or do something goofy. But he surprised me when he didn't. But then I was unsurprised again when I saw what he was doing up there. Watch that battle and watch what Gillie's doing the whole time. He's standing next to Cass as if it's on some solidarity, man. It's Philly, man. Philly all day. Philly over everything. That's what his mouth said. Even in his interview after the battle. I told y'all I was like half passed out on the floor. Literally right there, right behind Uncle Rob, 15 Minutes of Fame, where his camera was. He stepped over me to set up his camera, and Gillie was right there. Then Smack walked up and everything. So I'm just listening to it like, yo, this dude is such a fraud right now. And I said, you know what? Let me reserve judgment until tomorrow, because he's saying this on 15 Minutes of Fame right now. It's all love and Philly support and all of that. But let's see what he says on his podcast. Let's see what he does, if he's going to call Arsenal like he called Goods. Let's see if and sure enough, he laughing with Ars the next day. He's bombs away and talking crazy. That's what I'm saying. So for him to even stand there, I'm like, for what? Then Nico, who is with OBH now, y'all remember Nico? He did some freestyles with Cass back in the day. He talking crazy during the battle. He yelling stuff. Yo, rap like I taught you. Rap like I taught you. Who you taught? Who'd you teach, bro? Why would somebody who's worse than you even say that they teaching you something? You don't rap as well as him. You didn't get as far as him. How does that even make sense, bro? You still stuck on the same block doing the same thing you was doing 20 years ago. That's not progress. That's not progress, bro. Your style didn't progress or nothing. So, yeah, just watch the reactions of those dudes. They weren't over there showing love. They weren't there to do that. They weren't there to do that. Watch the faces Gillie is making in the front. It was crazy. The whole energy was just crazy, bro. It was trash. But even still, man, even with that, like I was saying with Cass, bro, like when I hear him say he's at a 9.5, I'm thinking that old Rough Rider. The old Rough Rider, y'all. Full surface. Coming to bite heads off. Could y'all imagine if that form came, if he came in that form? That same exact form right there, but now you have time to put something together so you can make it personal about this dude specifically. Can y'all imagine that? It would have been exactly what Cass said it was going to be. But it would have actually been that, like for real. It would have been no doubt in nobody's mind, even with the haters, they would have had to admit. There would have been some extreme haters where no matter what, it's